Play it once, Sam. For all time's sake.
I don't know what you mean, Miss Elsa.
Play it, Sam. Play as time goes by.
Oh, I can't remember it, Miss Elsa. I'm a little rusty on it.
I'll hum it for you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Sing it, Sam.
You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by.
Sam, I thought I told you never to play.
What's up, movie gang? Welcome back to Lights, Camera, Classics. And if you're someone who loves classic cinema, then today's video is definitely for you. We're talking about one of the most iconic actresses in Hollywood film history, Ingrid Bergman. Her name is synonymous with beauty, style, and grace. For me, it's that and acting chops. But what made her so special? And what do her movies tell us about her enduring legacy? Well, we're diving into her career from her early days in Sweden to her most unforgettable roles in Hollywood. We'll spotlight some of her greatest films, including Casablanca, Notorious, Indiscreet, Anastasia, and of course, the film that basically defined her career, Gaslight. So grab some popcorn and let's get started. So, Ingrid Bergman wasn't always the glamorous, world-famous Hollywood star we know today. She was born on August 29th, 1915 in Stockholm, Sweden. And fun fact, she had zero intention of becoming a Hollywood legend at first. She was just a kid from a Swedish family who loved the arts. Her pops was a photographer, mom's was a singer, so she was exposed to the world of creativity from a young age. She started studying at the Royal Dramatic Theatre in Stockholm, and after a few years in Sweden's film industry, Bergman made her way to Hollywood. In 1939, she made her American debut with the film Intermezzo, the film that started it all for Bergman in America, with Gone with the Wind co-star Leslie Howard as her leading man. Bergman basically blew up the screen as Anna Hoffman, who is the piano teacher to the daughter of famed virtuoso violinist Holger Brandt, played by Howard. This film was actually a remake of a Swedish movie of the same name, and after the success of it, Bergman had a glow-up and immediately became one of Hollywood's most sought-after actresses.
One woman has hurt you and you take your revenge on the rest of the world. You're a coward and weakling. No, Richard, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you are our last hope. If you don't help us, Victor Laszlo will die in Casablanca.
What of it? I'm gonna die in Casablanca. It's a good spot for it. Now, if you...
All right. I tried to reason with you. I tried everything. Now I want those letters. Get them for me.
I don't have to. I got them right here.
Put them on the table.
No.
of them on the table.
If Laszlo and the cause mean so much to you, you won't stop at anything. All right, I'll make it easier for you. Go ahead and shoot. You'll be doing me a favor.
Richard, I tried to stay away. I thought I would never see you again. That you are out of my life. The day you left Paris, if you knew what I went through, if you knew how much I loved you, how much I still love you.
Now, if you're talking Ingrid Bergman, you cannot skip Casablanca. It's regarded as the Hollywood classic, and probably one of my favorite movies. Released in 1942, this film turned Bergman into a household name almost overnight. She played Ilse Lund, a woman caught in a love triangle between two men, her husband who's a resistance leader, and Rick Bladen, played by my dude, Humphrey Bogart. The setting is Casablanca during World War II, and the movie is all about love, sacrifice, and doing the right thing even when the stakes are high. But here's the thing. Casablanca isn't just known for its iconic lines.
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Everybody out at once.
It's Bergman's performance as Ilse that gives the film its heart. She brings this depth and vulnerability to her character that makes you feel for her. Her love for Rick is clear, but she's also bound by a sense of duty, and Bergman kills it with that emotional weight. Casablanca is one of those films where, honestly, the cast just clicks, and Ingrid is right in the middle of it.
Louis, have your man go with Mr. Laszlo and take care of his luggage.
Certainly, Rick. Anything you say. Find Mr. Laszlo's luggage and put it on the plane.
Yes, sir. This way, please.
If you don't mind, you fill in the names. That'll make it even more official.
You think of everything, don't you?
And the names are Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo.
But why my name, Richard?
Because you're getting on that plane.
I don't understand. What about you?
I'm staying here with him till the plane gets safely away.
No, Richard, no. What has happened to you? Last night
Last night we said a great many things. You said I was to do the thinking for both of us. Well, I've done a lot of it since then. It all adds up to one thing. You're getting on that plane with Victor where you belong.
But, Richard, no,
Now, you've got to listen to me. You have any idea what you'd have to look forward to if you stayed here? 9 chances out of 10, we'd both wind up at a concentration camp. Isn't that true, Louis?
I'm afraid Major Strasser would insist.
You're saying this only to make me go.
I'm saying it because it's true. Inside of us, we both know you belong with Victor. You're part of his work, the thing that keeps him going. If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
But what about us?
We'll always have Paris. We didn't have, we lost it until you came to Casablanca. We got it back last night.
When I said I would never leave you.
And you never will. But I've got a job to do, too. Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of. Ilse, I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of 3 little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. Now. He's looking at you, kid.
Now let's talk about one of the best collaborations in cinema history, Ingrid Bergman and one of my fave directors, Alfred Hitchcock. As most of you know, I did a feature on Hitch. I'll leave a link below in the description box. It's dope. In 1946, Bergman starred in Notorious, one of Hitchcock's most thrilling, twisty, and romantic films. It's about espionage, but it's also about the intense psychological drama between Alicia Huberman, played by Bergman, and T.R. Devlin, played by Cary Grant, another dope actor that I did a segment on. I'll leave that link in the description box below. Alicia is recruited by the US government to infiltrate a Nazi group in South America. And of course, there's a lot of tension, and let's be real, a lot of chemistry between her and Grant.
Pretty fast work.
That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
Skip it.
Are you betting on this race?
No.
Alex says number 10 is sure to win. He knows the owner.
Thanks for the tip.
Alex says they've been holding him back all
I
season.
can't
but
help recalling some of your remarks about being a new woman. Daisies and buttercups, wasn't it?
You idiot. What are you sore about? You knew very well what I was doing.
Did I?
You could have stopped me with one word. No, you couldn't. You threw me at him.
I threw you at nobody.
Didn't you tell me to go ahead?
A man doesn't tell a woman what to do, she tells herself. You almost had me believing in that little hokey-pokey miracle of yours, that a woman like you could ever change her spots.
Oh, you're rotten.
That's why I didn't try to stop you. The answer had to come from you.
I see. Some kind of love test.
That's right.
Oh, you never believed in me anyway, so what's the difference?
Lucky for both of us, I didn't. It wouldn't have been pretty if I believed in you. If I'd figured she'd never be able to go through with it, she'd been made over by love.
If you only once had said that you loved me. What the heck?
Listen, you chalked up another boyfriend, that's all. No harm done.
I hate you.
There's no occasion to. You're doing good work. Number 10's out in front. Looks as if Sebastian knows how to pick 'em.
Is that all you have to say to me?
Dry your eyes, baby. It's out of character.
This movie is so good. It's got suspense, a love story, and some really deep psychological shit going on. Bergman's performance here is phenomenal. It really is. Actually, it's dope. She plays a woman who's both vulnerable and incredibly strong, caught between her duty and her emotions. And honestly, if you haven't seen Notorious yet, it's one of those films that'll make you appreciate Hitchcock's genius and Bergman's ability to pull off both elegance and edge in the same role. This movie is fire.
Alicia, what's wrong with you?
I'm so glad you came.
I had to. I couldn't stand anymore. Waiting and worrying about you. That wasn't the hangover you had that day. You were sick then. What is it?
Yes, I was sick.
What's wrong with you, Alicia?
Oh, Dad.
What is it, dear? What's wrong with you?
They're poisoning me. I couldn't get away from them. I tried, but I was too weak.
How long?
Since the party. Alex and his mother found out.
Come on, try and sit up. Sit up. I've got to get you out of here.
I thought you had gone.
No. I had to see you once speak my piece. I was getting out because I love you. I couldn't bear seeing you and him together.
Oh, you love me. Why didn't you tell me before?
I know. But I couldn't see straight or think straight. I was a fat-headed guy full of pain. It tore me up not having you.
Oh, you love me. You love me.
Long ago. All the time since the beginning. Here, put on your robe. Come on. Try to sit up.
Oh, Dad, I'm afraid I can't make it because they gave me pills to sleep.
Keep awake. Keep talking. Have you got a coat?
In the closet. They didn't want the others to know about me.
Keep talking.
By the late 40s and early 50s, Bergman was pretty much unstoppable, but she was ready for some variety in her career. Enter Indiscreet, released in 1958, where she stars opposite Cary Grant again, but this time it's a romantic comedy. And let me just say, it's a totally different vibe. She's playing a witty, independent woman who's dealing with her own love life, and it's just fun. It's like a perfect example of Bergman's range. She could do the intense, dramatic roles and then totally nail the lighter, comedic stuff. And speaking of variety, how about Anastasia 1956, where Ingrid took on the role of a woman who might or might not be the last surviving member of the Russian royal family. This movie is a fascinating blend of mystery and historical drama, and Bergman's performance earned her an Academy Award nomination. It was also a major turning point in her career, showing that she could take on roles with emotional complexity even if they weren't in the usual noir or wartime settings.
Aren't you taking your royal duties a bit too seriously?
Independently, you mean? The puppet has pulled the strings herself.
This is childish. You've always had an obsession that people want you to do only what they tell you.
No, not people. You.
Nonsense.
Is it? You pushed me at Paul. And now you're against him. Why? Are you afraid that he's going to be in control?
Over what?
Over me? Over the money?
I don't give a hang about the money.
Well, then what is bothering you? That I might be Anna Cora?
I don't care what your name is. I care what you are. And what bothers me is the way you've changed.
I'm the one who's changed.
Yes. When we began, you merely wanted to find out who you were. You said that was all you wanted.
Yes,
What is it? No. Now you must be the Grand Duchess Anastasia Nikolaevna. Now you must be placed upon a throne before a morgue of royal corpses.
Must you always hate? Must you always ridicule?
Ridicule who? Your loyal-loving subjects? Those embalmed skeletons? They don't care about you. They don't care who is Anastasia, so long as they can get some money and a better position in a world that is dead and buried and should be.
You didn't say that a month ago. Then you wanted it, and you wanted it for me. Well, now I like it.
Go on, like it. Be a Grand Duchess. And make it really royal, and marry a man who wouldn't come within 10 feet of the altar if you were not an heiress. Oh, the truth is insulting. You told me once that I was selfish and ambitious, and I admitted that you were right. Why don't you now have the courage to admit that I'm right?
Now, let's circle back to Gaslight. IMO, this is the role that showed everybody just how much range Ingrid Bergman had. Released in 1944, Gaslight is one of the ultimate psychological thrillers, and it's also the movie that earned Ingrid her first Academy Award for Best Actress. She plays Paula Alquist, a woman who slowly begins to lose her mind after marrying a man who's manipulating her into believing she's insane. It's a chilling exploration of gaslighting long before the term even existed in pop culture.
I couldn't have dreamed it. I couldn't have dreamed it. Did I dream? Did I really dream? Dream.
Yes, Paula, you dreamed it. You dreamed all day long.
Are you telling me that I've dreamed?
Everything, Paula.
All that happened.
All that did not happen.
Then it's true. My mind is going.
Haven't I told you, Paula?
It was a dream.
Like all the rest.
Then take me away. I can't
Yes,
fight
Paula,
it anymore. It was a dream. Then take me
Yes,
away. Take me away.
Was I any part of this curious dream of yours, Mrs. Anton?
You.
Perhaps my presence here might help you to recall it.
Who the devil are you?
Apparently a mere figment of your wife's imagination.
Bergman's performance in Gaslight is haunting. You watch her go from a confident, loving woman to someone who doubts her own reality. She perfectly captures the vulnerability and fragility of her character, and you honestly feel every moment of her psychological unraveling. It's an absolute masterclass in acting. If you've never seen Gaslight, it's essential viewing for anyone who appreciates psychological drama and the power of performance. Ingrid Bergman's career was filled with both triumphs and challenges. She faced public scandal in the 1950s after a highly publicized affair with Italian director Roberto Rossellini. Yep, Isabella Rossellini, another great actress in her own right, is her daughter. But I digress. Ingrid came back strong, continuing to win over audiences with her incredible talent. She went on to star in several more films, including Murder on the Orient Express in 1974 and Autumn Sonata in 1978 before her passing in 1982. But no matter what, her legacy endures. Ingrid Bergman wasn't just a beauty. She was an actress who brought complexity, intelligence, and heart to everything she did. She's without a doubt one of the greatest actresses to ever grace the silver screen. And there you have it. Ingrid Bergman's career in a nutshell. From Casablanca to Gaslight, she showed us what it meant to be both a star and a master of her craft. Her legacy lives on, and her films continue to be loved by generations of movie lovers. And that's so Hollywood. Well, that's a wrap. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our deep dives into classic films and legends of cinema. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Ingrid Bergman movie? Let's talk about it. Until then, keep it classic, and remember,
I'll be back.